So while we wait for our print to finish, we can try to set up a little test for a future project, which is trying to pull out 15 kilovolts from a vape disposable battery. So the batteries are this one, and there are like perfectly fine lithium batteries which are also rechargeable. The first thing we are gonna do is to connect a protection board to it, because using it like this, it's very dangerous. So this is the BMS. The connections are quite simple. Here we connect the negative of the battery, the positive, and then the power output on these two pads. For the arc generation, the first thing that we need to do is prepare our coil. And to do that, the first thing you need to know is which one of these two belong to one coil and which other two belong to the other coil. In this case, these two are from one coil and these other two are the other coil. If you don't know which one it is, you can check with a multimeter. Just put it in beeping mode so that these two beeps. You cannot just test for the coil on the edge of this wire because it's coated with paint or something, so you have to take the very tip of it with the very tip of the other one, and if it beeps, you know you have the same coil. And you can do also the same test with these two. If you do it with two wires that belong to two different coils, you won't be able to make it beep. And what you want to do with these, once you find out which coil is which, is take one of these and one of these and attach them together, and the other two will connect to the rest of the circuit. Before soldering these, if you have some sandpaper to remove the coating would be ideal. I don't have anything. I will just scrape them a little bit with the pliers, and hopefully you will be able to solder it. I don't know if you can see it, but the paint has just come off a little bit. And now if everything worked, they should be one single coil, which seems to be the case. So we can prepare the rest of the circuit to solder to this. This is a D882 transistor. Conveniently, it's not labeled, probably because it's not original. And we're going to need also an heatsink because this is gonna become very hot. So now we need to connect this diode here, like so, and then this resistor to the diode. I don't remember which diode it is or how much is this resistor. I think 120 ohm, but I'll put the part list in the description if you're interested. You can also cut these wires, but I'm gonna keep them long because I'm probably gonna reuse the components, so yeah. Now one end of the coil, it's going to be connected here, and the other one is going to be connected to the middle pin of the transistor. Now we can attach here the negative of the battery, and then the positive will go to this coil right here. We can put a button in between so we can turn it on and off, and here we should have, hopefully, some arcs. So I made a small mistake before. The ground wire goes on the right pin and the diode and the resistor goes on the left pin. So now if you turn on the switch, we should have hopefully an arc here, which it seems to be the case. So this works.